Don't ever make decisions based on fear. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. Make decisions based on what should happen and what should, by Michelle Mallari. Good day, dear students. I'm Luzviminda, your homeroom guidance teacher for today.
Before I begin with our discussion, let's first have a preliminary activity. I'll be showing you some opposing pictures and I'll let you choose between the two of them. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 1. Chocolate or vanilla? Number 2. Money or intelligence? Number 3. Online classes or face-to-face classes? Number 4. Cat or dog? Number 5. Job or business? How did you choose between the two opposing pictures? Have you ever had trouble deciding what to pick? Well, this activity is just a motivation for you, as it is related on our today's lesson titled, Thinking Aloud My Decisions. Decision-making is a key concept in your development. You can be reflective or impulsive in doing it. Thus, you tend to make well-thought-out or rash decisions without considering first its implications. In the process of decision-making, it is important that your values are intact and that it should not be compromised. As we go along, you'll realize that as a human being, you may be capable to commit right and wrong actions or decisions. Let's start. Here are the objectives that we have to attain. Number 1. Identify the factors that affect the right and wrong actions or decisions. Number 2. Recognize the tendencies of every individual to make right and wrong decisions or actions. And number 3. Analyze situations that depict tendencies of making right and wrong decisions or actions. In the previous module, you learned how to accept others' individuality. You even formulated your personal policies or guidelines to uphold acceptance and respect of people's differences at all times. In this module, you are up to another insightful learning episode. You will be delved into the decision-making process. Remember that you are free to choose a course of action from among various alternatives. However, your choice has consequences, and you are responsible for your own actions. You will encounter some factors that may affect your sound decision-making, like past experiences, biases, current situation or setup, and individual differences. We make countless choices every day, from the very moment we open our eyes in the morning up to the time we fall back to our beds, and our choices are neither right nor wrong. According to Stephen J. Heine, author of the book of Cultural Psychology, choice is something that is surely valued everywhere. However, the extent to which people value choices and exercise, it is influenced by the context we are in. More choices are available to individuals acting alone than to those who are part of an interdependent group of people. However, the limits on their choices are likely not experienced as aversive when individuals share the same goals as their group. For example, you choose not to attend classes because your peers invited you to join them outside the school during class hour, although you are aware of your responsibility in the school. Ludwig Binswanger, an existential psychologist, explained that humans have complete freedom of choice or free will and are completely responsible for their own existence. There was always the possibility of becoming something new or better because existence changes. How can you correct mistakes from the past? Change your mindset. Change is always a choice. You need to realize that you can't control your own behavior and need to make better choices. Things don't just happen. You can take much more effective control of your life through planning. What are the strategies to promote change and foresee the possible wrong decisions and future actions? According to American psychologist Gerald Corey, first thing is to explore what your wants, needs, and perceptions are. Try to recognize, define, and refine how you wish to meet your needs. Second, focus on what you are doing at present and think of your future direction. Take action by changing what you are doing and thinking. Third, make a self-evaluation. It is your responsibility to evaluate your own behavior. Lastly, formulate your action plan. Creating and carrying out your plans enable you to gain more effective control over your life. If your plan does not work, devise a different plan. Your commitment is essential to carry out your plans. Factors that affect our decisions. We act or decide based on different considerations and factors, most especially if the situations demand a very important decision. We need to carefully assess our choices and calculate the risk that we might face. Number 1, environment. The people around us, including the current setup, affect the way we see things. They can influence our beliefs and perception on the consequences of our actions. There are times we intend to compare how they face a certain problem with the way we face it ourselves. This is something we need to get away from us. We are all different, including the situations we are in. Number 2, experiences. Our past encounter with people and the results of our decisions before mold how we act and decide today. For instance, if you have proven that a certain person should not be trusted with your secrets, then you won't entrust him, her the confidential matters that you have. The same thing if you have a tested action to be effective, like your study habits which led you to get high grades. Then, there is a great possibility to replicate such practice. Our experiences, whether good or bad, shape the way we behave nowadays. Number 3, personal characteristics. We should also take into account the function of our culture, attitude, personality, beliefs, abilities, gender, health condition, and others in terms of our way of making a decision. You have to recognize that there are enabling and limiting aspects of your personal characteristics. For instance, in your culture, there may be a stigma on the role of a man or woman. You may want to look into what science tells about healthy and unhealthy practices. Number 4, facts or data. It is good practice to decide based on the merit of actual facts or data. It will definitely inform you on the exact scenario you are dealing with, and you can calculate how your decisions would impact the situation. For example, you need to decide your curriculum exit. You may check the number of schools where you can pursue whatever course you have planned to have. At the same time, you may look into the data on senior high school graduates who were employed after basic education and those that ventured into business. Number 5, motivation. Our drive to achieve certain things influences our decisions. Sometimes, we need to let go of small things in order to attain greater things. For example, you slipped away your opportunity to be with your friends on a Saturday because it's your schedule for college application interview. Your goal to be a college graduate is bigger than your desire to enjoy the company of your friends, so you opted to be at the interview. To test our understanding about the lesson, let's have an activity titled Agree or Disagree. On a separate sheet of paper, write agree or disagree on the given situations. Read each statement carefully to make sure that it best matches your opinion. Number 1. I cannot tell my best friend's parents about his smoking and drinking tendencies because I will betray his trust. Agree or disagree? Number 2. I should consider the advice of my parents when it comes to choosing my course in college. Agree or disagree? Number 3. It is okay to take credit for other people's work as long as it serves a good purpose. Agree or disagree? Number 4. Choosing a career that will employ easily is more practical than pursuing a passion that will take years before getting a good earning. Agree or disagree? Number 5. The curriculum exit that you should choose after senior high school should best match the track and strand you are taking. Agree or disagree? For your second activity, I want you to share your thoughts and feelings. On your answer sheet, write your personal experiences depicting right or wrong decisions you made during this pandemic. Cite the reasons why you did such acts and how you resolved the issues.
Thank you, my dear students. Hope you learned a lot from this video lesson. Stay safe and God bless.